review where cinema is not just watched, it's analyzed, discreted, and of course understood by Mr. Bob, my one and only legendary host, Mr. Bob Grant.
Hey, Daniel. I'm
How are you,
invisible.
Mister? You're invisible, Mister. I knew it. You're an alien. I knew it.
I'm
People,
totally invisible this week.
yes, people, we want to apologize. Mr. Bob is invisible because half of the ingredients to be human is missing. Tune in for our conspiracy theory. We will talk
There
about
you
it later.
go. Find out why I'm
Yes,
missing.
why? Why is it? What is the DNA of an alien? How are you, Mr. Bob? We
I'm
missed you last
good.
week.
I'm
How?
good. You can, there you go. I was just saying the music there. I could hear a lot of music. I'm
Mhm.
good. How are you
Yes.
tonight?
Well, fabulous, excellent, because you are now here on Movie 101 Review. Let's talk about the movie that you've been watching.
Okay, so I've got a fairly new movie here for you. It's a quirky movie, a comedy.
Oh, I love comedy.
A
Yeah, that's
comedy,
why you're my
yeah.
mentor.
A comedy is called Drugstore June.
Wow,
Drugstore
drugstore.
June. It is
Yeah.
a comedy movie about a girl who is trying to get through life. She works at a pharmacy, and crazy things happen. She tries to solve a crime. She tries to get back with her old boyfriend. She
Mm-hmm.
can't seem to get her life together.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No. Yeah, so Drugstore
Interesting.
June.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel's got
Is
to
it
help
this
me
the
with.
one?
That's the one. Daniel's got to help me with the graphics this week because I'm not.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
high above the earth in a flying saucer.
Yes, definitely.
Uh,
Are you are now in the outside of the solar system
no,
or half
I'm
of the
just
Milky Way?
I'm up by the moon. That's all right.
Oh wow, I like that. Well, good luck, partner. Good luck. Okay.
So yeah, if we
I
get
will.
if our connection doesn't sound great, that's because I'm up by the moon. So
Yes. Sorry for
so
that.
let me give you the synopsis here. After the
Mm-hmm.
pharmacy in her small town is robbed, a girl who still lives at home with her parents takes matters into her own hands to solve the crime, while at the same time trying to get over her ex-boyfriend and become more of an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Drugstore June, written by Nicholas Gosen and also starring and written by Esther Pavitsky. So
Oh wow.
Esther is the star and the writer. She's a comedian, and she is very quirky and funny.
Mm-hmm.
She's a writer producer of things like Crazy Ex Girlfriend and Alone Together, and she is the star of Drugstore June. It's a very interesting cast. It's a very weird, quirky, funny movie that has June, who is kind of a ne'er do well, you know, millennial, I suppose,
Mm-hmm.
would she be? And she doesn't really want to grow up, and she's in her early 20s, and she's just not. Life is not happening for her. She's trying not to grow up at all, and she works in a drugstore with her boss Bill. She's like the clerk, and Bill is the pharmacist in kind of a small town drugstore, and it gets robbed, and so she decides to take it upon herself to find out who robbed the drugstore. In the
Mm-hmm.
meantime, she keeps encountering her ex-boyfriend Davy, who's played by Haley Joel Osment, who you might remember from The Sixth Sense and Secondhand Lions. He was a child star who's
Mm-hmm.
grown up now, and but he has moved on, and he has a new girlfriend named Kelly, played by Miranda Cosgrove, and they don't really want to have anything to do with June. June's kind of weirdo loner, and they are moving on with their life. They're actually engaged. And
Mm-hmm.
now June comes around and is trying to spoil everything because she's still in love with Davy, but Davy has moved on, and poor June feels very left out. So June has a brother named Jonathan, her parents Arnold and Maria. It's got a really interesting cast because her father is James Remar, who of the Warriors fame, as well as a bunch of other things. He's uh, an actor that goes way back at this point. And then his her mother is Beverly D'Angelo, who is the mom in all the vacation movies.
Mm-hmm.
And so and so it really is quite a star-studded event that no one's probably ever heard of. Have you ever heard of this movie?
No, but I no,
Exactly.
it's no.
Exactly. Nobody's ever heard of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's the wild thing about it is that it's a fairly, I can't imagine that anybody wouldn't have heard of it because it's got all these people that are very recognizable. You know,
Yes. Yeah.
Bobby Lee plays the drugstore owner Bill, as well as the pharmacist. He's the pharmacist at the drugstore and owns a drugstore. And so yeah, it's got all these comedians. Bill Burr plays her doctor who keeps telling her to grow up. Basically, Bill
Mm.
Burr is a very popular comedian, and he plays Dr. Weissman, who June continually goes to see because of the fake illnesses that she makes up in her head, and she wants some attention, and Bill Burr kind of gives it to her straight, right? He's not falling for any of her nonsense that she's throwing around. It really is, I would say, the if you read up on it, they say it's the Ferris Bueller for the millennials.
Mm.
I don't know that I would totally agree with that because it's basically kind of a bit of a day in the life of June as she goes to work and harasses her ex-boyfriend and so forth, and her ex-coworkers at the place that she used to work at before she worked at the drugstore. But I don't really see it as anything like that. I think it really is, though. It's kind of like it is a bit of a day in the life, I suppose, of somebody um, who was younger. She's constantly taking selfies of herself doing, in various places while she's working or just out and about or when she's having, eating or even talking to her parents. And it really is, it kind of shows the ridiculousness. There's Freddy's Spaceship Burgers. She used to work there. That's where Davy works as a manager.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of shows the ridiculousness of being somewhat self-absorbed, and I think that's really what it's more about is about kind of the um, today's generation who are constantly looking at themselves and trying to um, feel like they're more than what they are. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but
Mm-hmm.
they're always she thinks she has these followers on her Instagram. She's constantly posting things. She's talking to them as if
Mm-hmm.
they're more than they are, and she kind of lives a bit of a fantasy life that she is someone of note in the world, and everyone should be paying attention and listening to her. But she's just kind of a dumb kid.
Mm.
But it's all very funny
I like the funny part.
because it demonstrates all the ridiculousness in the world that's going on, and June is part of that, right? So she's part of it. The whole
Mm-hmm.
idea that she's trying to solve this crime is even more ridiculous because she has no. abilities to do so. She's not a detective. She doesn't. She's not really great at deducing things. She talks to the detectives, and they are very quite upset with her who getting involved in all of this and so forth. But and she's trying to help out Bill, who's the drugstore owner, because insurance doesn't want to pay for the break-in because they think that something funny went on.
Mm-hmm.
He did it himself or something, and so they're not wanting to give him the money because a bunch of things were busted up and broken and so forth. And she eventually, though, kind of in a ass backwards kind of way, does find out who broke into the drugstore. And I'll give you a spoiler here. I know you love spoilers.
Spoiler. Yes.
The spoiler is it was her brother, Jonathan.
Oh my god.
It
The
was her
reaction.
brother Jonathan, and the reason that he broke in is
Mm.
ridiculous. He broke in to get medication um, for a sexually transmitted disease because he doesn't want to tell anybody that he has it. And so he broke into the drugstore and messed the place up real good,
Mm-hmm.
making it look like it was somebody
Robbery.
like a drug addict who was looking
Uh-huh.
to get drugs. But the thing that he stole was the medicine that he needed to keep his sexually transmitted disease at bay. And because he doesn't want to go to the doctor and he doesn't want to admit to anyone that he has it. And so, again, it's just more more ridiculousness.
Complicated. Mm.
And what even gets weirder is Beverly D'Angelo as her mother is very much into June, being this. Well, I don't even know what you call it. Not even an influencer, but just kind of a. She thinks she's an
Idol.
influencer, but she's not.
Uh-huh.
And and her mom is totally into it, wanting to be like June, but obviously she's much, much, much older. Now, a couple of things that stood out for me in this movie. I did enjoy watching this movie. It was not that it was not like it was a terrible experience. It's one of those movies that had such potential to be even funnier than it was, and they kind of squandered it. They had a great cast of really talented people, and but none of them were used to their fullest potential. So, for instance, um, uh, Bobby Lee, who's a comedian that you may know of, plays Bill, and he really he does not. I mean, he's he's a straight laced character, and that's definitely not what Bobby Lee is as a comedian. He's a very funny, kind of wild person who talks about his life experiences and weird things that he does. But as Bill, he's kind of the most vanilla character and not really overly funny. He cares about June and keeps her employed, even though she's really not a very good employee. Um, and so that's kind of nice. But having Bobby Lee be in that role would lend itself to being much more interesting because he is an interesting character in and of himself, but kind of squandered that opportunity. I'd say James Remar, who plays her father, does a really good job of being kind of a really tired dad who's kind of tired of June's shenanigans,
Mm.
and but he's not mad at her. He obviously still loves her and wants her to do more. And but she's just not. And he tries to encourage her without discouraging her. And I think he plays a pretty good. He does really good in his role and so forth. But they don't really give him a lot to do. And then Beverly D'Angelo is, obviously, I think they were really happy that they got her because she's a comedic actress in all the mom in all the vacation movies. The issue here is that she's kind of too old
Mm.
To be June's mom. She could be June's grandma. And she's also had a lot of plastic surgery, and her face doesn't move very well because because of it. And so she kind of is ridiculous. So in one aspect, it shows the ridiculousness of June, and maybe she's going to be this kind of Botoxed face woman when she gets older. But they just don't play it for that though. They kind of play it a little too straight. And Beverly D'Angelo, even though she's a good actress and she does a fine job acting and so forth, it just does not. You know, it's definitely not what people want to see. I mean, she's not overly funny. She's just kind of an enabler for June, encouraging her to be online all the time and talk to her people and not really grow up. You know, you can do both, but she's not really doing both, and so it's a interesting dynamic there. Plus, Beverly D'Angelo's face. And I don't know, maybe we can talk about this, Daniel. I don't know if you have noticed that whenever these actresses get older and they put all these fillers and things in their face and their face doesn't
Hmm.
move very well, it
Yes.
kind of kills the acting part because all I'm looking at is I'm like, gosh, her face looks so weird, and so it takes me out of
Botox.
the movie. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
exactly. Now, just kind of going through, Haley Joel Osment does a really good job playing the jilted boyfriend. But again, he's a little too, believe it or not, he's too old because because he's grown up and he doesn't look like the little kid that he was anymore. And so I think he looks like a middle-aged man, not early 20s teenage boyfriend that has grown up a little bit. And then Miranda Cosgrove is totally wasted in this movie. She plays
Mm.
his fiance, his girlfriend slash fiance, and she's just in a few scenes and doesn't do too much to speak of. The detectives are very funny because June is just in their way constantly, trying to figure out this crime, which she doesn't really do a good job of, and is just kind of in their way, and they are aggravated and want June to grow up. So the rest of the characters, instead of enabling her, are wanting her to grow up like Dr. Weissman and the detectives. And she goes to a crazy like redneck bar, and Matt Walsh, who's a comedian, plays a character called Crawford, and she thinks he did it for a while, and he's trying to figure out why this goofy girl is in this bar that she shouldn't be in.
Mm.
And it's just very very silly, but it's not silly in a good way. I don't know if I can describe it any better. It's silly enough and entertaining enough, but boy, could it have been so much more. Um,
Mm.
that really, if they would have worked on a little harder, I think they really could have had something that was, the Ferris Bueller of the 2020s. But it's not. It's not even close. Ferris Bueller. Whenever you mentioned that movie, was such a um, iconic teen type movie, and this is definitely not iconic. This is not legendary, Daniel.
Mm-hmm. Not legend,
Not
but it's lots of fun.
legendary at all. So the review, the reviews for it, it's a 5.4 out of 10 on the IMDb. And you want to guess what Rotten Tomatoes is? Oh, 55,
55%.
you've got it right there. But it's 55% exactly. A couple
Mhm,
more details. So it was released on March 8th, 2024. I happened to
mhm.
watch it on Amazon, and guess the gross what they have for the gross for U.S. and Canada is only $18,000, eighteen thousand
Mm,
six hundred and sixty-five dollars. That's it.
that's it.
So
Wow.
this is more of like a I I don't I mean maybe an ego piece. I don't know what it is. It's not a movie
Mm,
that you would think of as a movie. It was shot. One of the trivia pieces is it was shot in 19 days, which I can see that.
19 days. Mm,
So it was very quickly shot, and um, it is mostly comedians, right? So almost every one
mhm,
of the characters is a comedian. And you would think from a cast of comedians, you would have something that was way funnier than this.
mm.
even even Adam Sandler's wife plays one of the detectives.
Oh, wow.
I know. So to me, it was just it reeks of kind of being a movie that was made because all these people are kind of interconnected. It was like let's get together and make a movie, and
Mhm,
um, and they didn't really think it through. You know,
mhm,
they needed to put a little more thought in the movie and a little less thought into hey, let's spend the month together uh, and make a movie. Because all these people are a lot of them are fairly well-known people who are financially they are probably pretty well off. And it's almost like some type of rich people are just like let's go make a movie.
mhm. For 19 days.
Yeah, let's go hang out together for a month and make a movie. And so yeah, it just I don't know. The weird thing was that I thought it was entertaining. It's very small in scale. They're only in a few places, as far as locations and so forth. But yeah, and it's very well done. I mean, the it looks really good. The movie looks amazing for it being a small movie. But yeah, all in all, though, it's like, do we really need this movie? I don't think so.
Mr. Bob, let's do a movie for 16 days using
Yeah,
iPhone
we could just
18.
yeah, we could, yeah, basically.
Yeah,
Let's hang out and
let's hang out. Yeah,
make a movie with our iPhones and but
definitely.
if we're rich enough and have some famous friends, then we can put them all in there.
Invite them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
invite
in,
them to be in there. Yeah.
let's invite Elon Musk. What do you think?
Right, yeah. Elon, can we borrow your yacht? We're going to make a movie about
Yes.
being on Elon Musk's yacht, and uh,
Yes.
and then there you go. Oh,
Yeah.
sure, guys, sure.
Why
Why
not?
not?
Yes. Can we
Exactly.
borrow? Can we borrow your satellite or your what is it? Pace jam? What is that
Right,
satellite?
exactly. Yeah,
Right.
we're just gonna use our iPhones to make a movie for you. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
That'd be
That's
great.
awesome.
But yeah, I can't well, on our scale of things, I can't really
How would you
unless
rate?
yeah, I would maybe two popcorn buckets,
This is the
maybe.
lowest one, Mr.
Maybe
Bob.
one. I mean,
Not this one.
Moby, yeah, maybe one and a quarter. But people, I mean, I enjoyed it pretty well, but I'm not your normal movie person, right? So this is very
Yeah.
quirky. It's very weird. It so that's what attracted me to it was the fact it's so quirky and weird. Maybe that's why people who like it. But
Mhm.
I think for regular people going to see a movie, you don't want to see this movie. It's not for you. You know, you'd rather see the new Predator movie where there's a lot of action and fun stuff happening and amazing, you know, things happening. This not so much fun stuff happens, nothing really amazing, and you
You just
know,
love.
it's yeah, you really have to like I know all these actors and kind of know some of their, you know what they've done. And so I look at it from that standpoint and I'm like, that makes it a little bit fun. But otherwise, yeah, and probably most people will be like, that's why I only made $18,000. Everybody's like, why do I want to watch this? It's like some rich person's home movie or something, you
Uh-huh.
know? It's not even that very good. It's not even that interesting.
Mhm.
So, but I think the weird thing will be is in the future as we keep moving, forward. In 20 years, someone's going to look back and they'll enjoy this because it shows the ridiculousness of things now,
Mhm.
how ridiculous people act. So,
Certainly.
all
Well,
ridiculous.
another milestone on Movie 101 review because Mr. Bob, this is the lowest rating that you had.
That's right, the lowest rating.
Lowest rating. It's a milestone. So on Book 101 and on for Movie 101 review. So, so it's not highly recommended.
Not highly recommended. No,
Mm,
avoid it.
avoid it if you can. But if you love comedy, why not? Right?
Yeah,
Don't you think?
maybe,
Maybe not.
maybe not.
Maybe not. But give a chance, people. Probably you learn something. If you are an aspiring comedian like me, maybe I can learn the techniques.
Yeah,
Why not?
maybe you could learn a little bit. Yeah.
Mm. And apply to our next movie 18 days through iPhone. So, Mr. Bob, what do you think will be the title of our movie if we will do one?
Oh, the Elon Musk movie would probably be called Elon's Sorrow.
Elon
He wish he
Sorrow.
wouldn't have done it. He'd be like, "Why did I agree to this?
Well, good luck to our next
I'm a
movie. I'm
billionaire.
hoping.
What do I agree to these things?"
Yes. Well, good luck to our upcoming movie, Mr. Bob. Hoping it will be successful. Elon Musk sorrow. Why not? The billionaires, oh no, trillionaires already.
Right? Yeah, almost. No, he's not quite a trillionaire, but he's getting there.
Yeah. He's getting there, people. Trillionaires. Well, good luck for that. I hope he will help us to go beyond our planets. Why not?
Why
Right?
not?
Why not? Let's go beyond our solar system. So, Mr. Bob, would you like to plug in something?
Uh, Esther Pavitsky,
Mm,
you're always welcome in my world, but maybe not everybody else's. Over
mhm.
aestheticradio.com.
Yes, indeed. Static Radio, please. Please support Mr. Bob. And of course, to all the 101s that we are
And the
doing.
101s, right? Yeah, the 101s.
Yes. The 101s, we have what? Movie 101 reviews. We have Trivia 101. We have
Mm-hmm.
Conspiracy Theory 101.
That's right. Comedy 101.
Yes. We are
Esther should
playing.
come on Comedy 101 and tell us what's funny
Comedy.
about this.
Yeah, what's funny with this drugstore?
Yeah.
June. Tune in, people. Comedy 101 next after this. Mr. Bob, thank you so much for your time.
All right, everybody stay safe and stay warm.
Stay warm, people. Spring is coming. More to come, people. See you soon.